So, I'm Julie Meyerowitz. I am here to share a story, a real story, a true story from my own life. So, we have a child who early on was struggling a lot, and we couldn't figure out what the issue was, but there were struggles academically and socially. And I did a lot of talking with the teachers and the administration of the schools, and I was told over and over again, she'll grow out of it until they started reporting issues that they wanted me to take care of. I'm like, this is what we've been trying to, this is what I've been trying to do is work with you on this. And so, one school where my child was recommended a couple professionals. One did a school observation and an assessment in the clinic and gave a diagnosis of selective mutism. So we were referred to a particular therapist who was highly recommended in our social circle and by others at the school. And I know she got a lot of business from this school. Um, and I was also told that she was a great parent coach. And so I would take my daughter weekly, cash pay, a lot of money. And after every session, I was waiting to get some sort of guidance for what I should be doing at home with my daughter. And this renowned therapist would basically run out of the office and run to her car and all but run away from me. And then this went on for several months, and things weren't getting better at school. And I wasn't getting much feedback from the therapist, but the feedback I was getting wasn't promising. It wasn't telling me really about any kind of progress that my daughter was making. And finally, I can't remember if she initiated or if I initiated. And then so we decided to have a one-on-one meeting with my daughter playing in the lobby. And the therapist looked at me and said, have you considered that you could be the problem in this situation? And I had been trying to tell her about her struggles at school. And only actually around this time, I was gathering more and more confidence and evidence that there was actually serious problems with what was happening at school. I eventually took my children out of this school that we had paid thousands of dollars for, many thousands of dollars. And this therapist looked at me and basically told me that I was the issue. Um, and that she had spoken to her supervisor many times, and she just didn't know what was wrong with my child. It was so bad. And the first question was, why didn't she talk to me? I was there to be spoken to. I was reaching out to her. She said, have you considered this could be your fault, basically? So that was our last session ever. And the very next therapist we found was an expert in selective mutism, and our daughter was miraculously cured in her second session. She was literally doing cartwheels down the hallway to the expert's office. And we only had maybe 3 or 4 sessions with her before our daughter was cured of selective mutism. And a few months later, we found that there was an actual physical issue that was impeding our child's learning and required several surgeries to correct. And she actually is hearing impaired and is now has a hearing aid. But we did those surgeries and completed that a few years ago. And she gets a lot of special services at school, which I had to fight for to a degree. I'm not in battle with the school. She's actually getting a lot of appropriate support at school. I basically brought evidence that it was a real need. And she has an additional issue that with her eyes that took several months, again, out of pocket, of therapy and a lot of work at home to correct. And we continue to work with her regularly at home and make sure that she's getting the support that she needs at school. And fast forward a few years later, she's in a general ed class, a bilingual situation, reading in 2 languages, not 100% caught up, but definitely quickly catching up at every IEP meeting. I'm told how smart she is, and she now is very motivated to learn. She loves math, and she's a lot more confident and growing socially. And I think my main message from this is a lot of times when the professionals don't know what they're doing, they don't know what to do but blame the parents. And most of the time, sometimes parents are the problem. Not every parent is a wonderful parent, and that's true. But most of the time, well-meaning, well-intentioned parents are not the problem. We are our children's most powerful solution.